A dispute over cattle between tribal police, BLM officers, and members of Montana's Livestock Association turned deadly last night.
The hit television show Yellowstone is back and blazing with Season 3. The neo-western has returned to the Paramount Network, and the Dutton family is back too. Before playing iron-willed cattle rancher John Dutton, actor Kevin Costner was certainly no stranger to westerns. In regards to the rest of his co-stars in the Yellowstone cast, for some, this hit series would be their first taste of the genre. Of course, it is possible that even the most devout viewer of Yellowstone may not have recognized the majority of its most notable performers prior to their discovery of the series, and while it would be surprising to learn that a fan was previously unaware of Kevin Costner's career, stranger things have happened. With that in mind, why don't we take the time to look back at what the following 15 cast members were up to before settling down at the Yellowstone Dutton Ranch. But before we get into the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel with notifications on so you don't miss any of the new videos we post. Number 1. Kevin Costner, John Dutton. Playing a cowboy, and one who is stubborn as a mule at that, on Yellowstone should make Kevin Costner seem right at home, though somewhat out of time as well. Before becoming John Dutton, he starred in the 1985 western Silverado, 1990s Civil War-era epic Dances with Wolves, for which he won Oscars as director and producer, in 1994 Wyatt Earp biopic, his third directorial effort, Open Range, and the hit History Channel miniseries Hatfields and McCoys. Of course, Costner is also well known for his many sports movies, such as Field of Dreams and Tin Cup, infamous apocalyptic thrillers Waterworld and The Postman, the latter of which he directed, and playing the adoptive father of Henry Cavill as Superman. Number 2. Kelly Reilly, Beth Dutton. John Dutton's daughter Beth is played by Kelly Reilly, to whom an American Western was relatively new territory. Yet the English actress is otherwise well known for TV dramas as intense as Yellowstone, that span continents and time periods, including British crime thriller Above Suspicion, Season 2 of HBO's True Detective, and fantasy epic Britannia, which is exclusive to Amazon Prime in the United States. Speaking of, her role in the 2005 adaptation of Pride and Prejudice helped her gain a more American following before playing Mary Marston in 2009's Sherlock Holmes and its sequels, which saw her marry Jude Law's John Watson 2 years later. Number 3. Luke Grimes, KAYCE Dutton. Before playing Beth's brother, KAYCE, Luke Grimes, was something of a neo-western veteran, starring in shoot-'em-up thrillers as recent as 2019's Into the Ashes, Netflix's more comedic El Camino Christmas in 2017, and, if you'll count it, Oscar winner American Sniper. He even got a taste of the real Old West in Antoine Fuqua's The Magnificent Seven remake. But those who are not adept Western fans before Yellowstone may also recognize Grimes as Christian Grey's older brother in the 50 Shades of Grey franchise, or recurring TV roles on Brothers and Sisters and True Blood. Number 4. Kelsey ASBILLE, Monica Dutton. People who watch Yellowstone for Taylor Sheridan may remember Kayce Dutton's wife, Monica, in the brief but hauntingly devastating role of murder victim Natalie in Wind River. Before then, when 29-year-old actress Kelsey ASBILLE was still using her given name Chow, she was best known for playing recurring characters on long-running primetime soap One Tree Hill and MTV's dark series reboot of Teen Wolf, and is also credited as Hot Girl in her brief appearance in The Amazing Spider-Man with Andrew Garfield. Number 5. Wes Bentley, Jamie Dutton. With his starring role as the Duttons' adoptive son, Jamie, Wes Bentley can pretty much say he has done any genre you can think of. He broke out as a troubled teen in Oscar-winning dramedy American Beauty, played deeply contrasting villains in Marvel's Ghost Rider and horror thriller P2, tried out the YA novel movie trend as Seneca Crane in The Hunger Games, and traveled the furthest depths of space with Matthew McConaughey in Interstellar. His best-known small-screen effort prior to Yellowstone, however, is American Horror Story, in which he appeared in its 4th, 5th, and 6th seasons. Number 6. Ryan Bingham, Walker. Rip finds competition over Beth's heart in Walker, a former prisoner he hires as a fellow Yellowstone ranch hand played by Ryan Bingham, who might be better known as Grammy-winning musician than an actor. He did, however, appear in and write an Oscar-winning song for the 2009 drama Crazy Heart from director Scott Cooper, who also enlisted him to pull double duty again in the Civil War-era western Hostiles. also starring Christian Bale. In addition to showing off his talents on Yellowstone, Bingham's music has also been used for several films and TV series, including ER, Parenthood, and The Bridge, which used his song Until I'm One With You as its main theme. Number 7. Cole Hauser, Rip Wheeler. While the Duttons' close friend and trusted ranch hand, Rip Wheeler, could arguably be his best-known character to date, Cole Hauser's career is rich in iconic cinematic features. The 90s were especially good to the actor, during which he appeared opposite Ben Affleck in both Dazed and Confused and Good Will Hunting, and seemed to have the same kinship with Bruce Willis in the 2000s, starring alongside the action actor in Heart's Wars, Tears of the Sun, and A Good Day to Die Hard. As a television star before Yellowstone, Hauser investigated the notorious murder at the center of Lifetime's The Lizzie Borden Chronicles, and would become a main player of the audience network drama Rogue after joining the cast in season 2. Number 8. BRECKEN MERRILL, Tate Dutton. If the youngest member of the Dutton clan, KAYCE and Monica's son, Tate, looks unfamiliar to you, then it is probably because Yellowstone is BRECKEN MERRILL's first acting credit. It is destined to be the first of many for the 12-year-old, as his performance has already given him his lead role in We All Got Up to Dance, an upcoming comedy-drama hybrid set in Washington at the height of the Vietnam War that is currently in pre-production. Number 9. Gretchen Mole, EVELYN Dutton. The one Dutton family member who is tragically missing is John's late wife, EVELYN, who has appeared on Yellowstone in flashbacks as portrayed by Gretchen Mole. The accomplished actress's previously best-known character from a Western was Alice Evans, Christian Bale's on-screen wife in the 2010 remake of 3:10 to Yuma. Yet she is more likely easier to recognize from Manchester by the Sea, a recurring stint on the Golden Globe-winning Mozart in the Jungle, on her starring role on the Prohibition-era drama Boardwalk Empire for HBO, who also cast her as Betty Page in its biopic about the 1950s pinup model. Number 10. Jefferson White, Jimmy HURDSTROM. One of the branded ranch hands employed at Yellowstone is Jimmy HURDSTROM. The character is the first regular role on a TV series for Jefferson White, despite his numerous recurring stints and guest spots in well-known small screen hits. He made his acting debut as an unwitting KGB informant on FX's acclaimed Cold War drama, The Americans, before playing a supposed child of incest on How to Get Away with Murder, a sadistic kidnapper on Netflix's House of Cards, and an astronaut seemingly driven insane by cosmic isolation in One Story from Jordan Peele's revamp of The Twilight Zone. Number 11. Q'orianka KILCHER, Angela Blue Thunder. Angela Blue Thunder serves as a political adversary to Thomas Rainwater. At 14 years old, Q'orianka KILCHER emerged into the front ranks of young actresses with her portrayal of Pocahontas opposite Colin Farrell and Christian Bale in Terrence Malick's The New World, an epic about the encounter between English and North American societies in the early 1600s. Her performance won her the National Board of Review's Best Breakthrough Performance of 2006 and the 2006 Alma Award for Best Latin American Actress in a Feature Film, as well as numerous nominations and rave reviews. Number 12. Wendy MONIZ-GRILLO, Governor Perry. MONIZ-GRILLO joins the Season 3 cast as Governor Perry, a potential love interest for John. Wendy Moniz, of Portuguese and Irish descent, was born in Kansas City, Missouri, USA, an American actress best known for her roles as Louisa Archer in The Guardian, Rachel McCabe in Nash Bridges, and Dinah Marler on Guiding Light. Moniz also worked regularly in television since her debut in 1995, appearing in 15 series and over 50 commercials. Number 13. Gil Birmingham, Thomas Rainwater. Fellow House of Cards veteran Gil Birmingham collaborated with Taylor Sheridan on Hell or High Water and Wind River before playing Broken Rock Reservation chairman Thomas Rainwater on Yellowstone. The actor, a descendant of the Comanche tribe, had a big role as a 19th century Native American in the historical miniseries Into the West, and a smaller role as such in the 2013 big screen reboot of The Lone Ranger. However, Birmingham's most recognizable character to date would probably be Billy Black, the father of Taylor Lautner's Jacob in the Twilight movie series. Number 14. Danny Huston, Dan Jenkins. Speaking of vampires, Danny Huston played the leader of one vicious pack of bloodsuckers holing up for an Alaskan feast in in 30 Days of Night, and would later play the less savage but equally sinister, fact-based murderer Axeman in the 3rd series of American Horror Story. Those characters and plenty more villainous parts, including William Stryker in X-Men Origins, Wolverine, and General Eric Ludendorff in 2017's Wonder Woman, may have had a hand in him landing the role of Dan Jenkins, a capital developer who makes enemies with the Duttons over their land in the first 2 seasons of Yellowstone. Number 15, Josh Holloway, Roarke Carter. Josh Holloway stars as Yellowstone newcomer Roarke Carter, a shaggy-haired hedge fund manager with big plans for the ranch. Holloway earned his fame as Sawyer on Lost. He's also held roles in a handful of films such as Mission Impossible, Ghost Protocol, Sabotage, and Paranoia. He's won awards for the Screen Actors Guild and the Gold Derby Awards. What do you think? Did these 15 talented performers have a better life on screen before settling down at the Yellowstone Ranch? Or does the story of the Duttons stand at the peak of their acting careers in your eyes? Let us know in the comment. And that's a wrap for the video. Thanks for watching.